So how did you get your interest in auto car racing?
Well, when I went into service in 1952, there was a young lad here in Cherry Creek that didn't even know how to drive a car. And I spent 4 years in the service. I got out in 56, and he was running at the Pennyroyal Racetrack in Lynn, and he was one of the champion drivers over there.
Now, who was that again?
Paul Green.
Okay.
So I figured, God, if he can, if he can go this far in 4 years, I ought to be able to do it. So I went, and me and my brother, we built a race car, and we started racing.
And your brother's name was?
Albert.
Albert, okay.
Albert Watchster. He was a half brother. Well, me and Al, we went and built a race car, and we raced some over in Lynn. That was an obstacle course over there. And then when Van opened up over here in Arkwright, we started running over there. This must have been in 57, let's say 57 or 58, along in that era somewhere. We start off at the starting line, come into the first corner. That was banked pretty good. That was out toward the road, and then we went to the second turn. That was banked pretty good. Then get into the third and fourth turn. They were a little bit flatter. They weren't, so it left you something to think about, you know.
Obviously a dirt track.
It was a good track. I don't think it was maybe a third of a mile, quarter of a mile. It wasn't too big of a track. The third and fourth turn, as I mentioned before, they were kind of flat, and if you hit them going too fast, you drive off the end of the track right out into a whole grove of cherry trees, about 6-8 inches in diameter, just enough to smash a car up.
What was your car number?
9/16.
9/16.
Yes.
Why 9/16?
Well, I went to State Line Speedway, which is still operating yet today. My favorite driver down there was Dean Layfield, and that was his number. So when I started racing, I took that number and put it on my car.
Did you ever meet him?
Yes, I did.
What did you think of Dean Layfield?
I thought Dean Layfield was a wonderful guy. He was a likable guy, cracked jokes, and and just a plain everyday guy, good driver. He drove a Mercury.
What kind of car was it?
It was a 48 Ford Coupe. It had a flathead Ford engine, what we call the old flathead. My buddy downtown here, Larry Green, had a 51 Ford, and he rolled it over between here and St. Clairville and smashed it all to hell. I got the engine out of it, and we found out later on it was a police car. So it had a hot engine, and I done quite well with that engine. Along with racing at Vans, there we used to go around to some of the other tracks around. There was one up in North Collins we raced in. If you won, I think if you won three of the big races up there, they had the option of tearing your engine apart to see if it was modified or not. And they tore me down, and that was, I carried my engine home in the trunk of the car in pieces, and I told them when I left the track, I said, "You will never see me again."
Yeah.
That was the end of my racing career right there. I never put the engine back together again.
Did they find anything wrong with it?
No, there was nothing wrong with it. It was just it was 3 years newer than the car. That was our limit. We could go 3 years.
Okay.
newer than a chassis, and but it was a good engine.
Did they have actual rules and regulations at Van Speedway?
Yeah, I don't know if I can remember them now. It was well, that was one of the rules, that you couldn't have an engine that was more than 3 years newer than your chassis. You had to switch, if you were switching engines, you had to switch Ford to Ford, Mercury to Mercury, Chevy to Chevy, and so on. You couldn't interchange them. Some of the guys wanted to put Lincoln engines in the Ford chassis, and they wouldn't allow that because it was way too big of an engine.
So what did some of the guys do that kind of maybe to give you a little bit of an extra advantage or something? Did they do anything? Did you do anything to sort of give you a little edge?
Yeah. To prevent blowouts on our tires, a lot of the guys had kind of sharp bumpers, and they'd give you a little nudge in the back tire with their front bumper and blow your tire out. See, well, I got the idea that if I took and cut the bead off in a smaller tire and put it inside of my bigger tire, it would give me that much more protection against that little sharp bumper, and it really did work.
Did they race on Sundays?
Yes, yeah, Sunday afternoon. We'd run 3 heat races, and then we'd run a consolation race for anybody that hadn't won anything, and then you'd run the 25-lap feature, the feature race.
What was the prize money? Do you remember?
Oh my God! I think it was like $10 for a heat race and a consolation race, and $25 for the feature race.
Were there trophies or anything else?
No trophies. Most of the time, after if you won the feature race, we'd take all the driver and go to the beer tent and drink it up.
So nobody walked away with any money?
No, we always left it right there at the track for the next week. Gene Matson.
Yeah.
Gene Matson was a very good driver, number 20. I remember his number, yeah. And Art Till from Hamlet was another good driver. Alan Stearns drove up there some. He was more. He drove for Doc Jones. They got into the late models. They went and bought a brand spanking new Chevy over at Rook Motors in South Dayton, and took it right down, took the seats out of it, and took it right down to State Line Speedway and started racing it. Brand spanking new.
When the race was done, you guys socialized a little bit, huh?
Oh yeah, we do a little socializing. Yeah. I don't remember anybody really getting physical. A lot of words would change back and forth, but a few names that you wouldn't read in the Bible probably, and